So here we go, episode 7 and a transfer window special. The season's just finished. We are the champions, 85 points by 1 point. A good win against Newcastle at the end of the season. Should have done it against Fulham. In the end, Bournemouth, Nottingham Forest and Brentford all got relegated. Harry Kane was second top goal scorer in the league, 31 goals, which is fantastic. An average rating of 7.51, but Haaland is just Haaland, 34 goals, and an average rating of a 7.82. He's just too good. The biggest surprise, Man City finishing in 4th place with 72 points. And Chelsea. Chelsea finishing in 10th, 51 points. Southampton, 7th, 63 points. So they are the biggest surprise of the year. We go on to next season bigger and better. What am I looking for next season if I pull up the team? Let's pull up the squad. Right, so the squad of players. We've got a lot of players here. And a lot of players out on loan. And most of the players out on loan are going to be sold. So I'm going to sell him. Sell. This youngster, I forgot all about him. And I'm going to apologise now for a pronunciation of his name. I'm just going to call him Destiny. It's the easiest way. Fantastic left back. Looks absolutely awesome. Him and Hernandez at left back. Fantastic. So that means Ben Davies can go. And also Reguilon's going to come back. He can go. Session. I'm going to keep him about as long as he's happy being back up. And to be fair to him, he does play as left winger. But I think I do need... I thought I did need a left winger, but we'll get to that. Harry Winks can go and Dembele can go. The Salsa can go. But there, left wing, Brian Gill. I think this is it. Him and Son on the left, I think I'm fine. That will be fine. And Session on the left as well. That's great. So I think I'm going to need a right winger because we've only got Kingsley Coman and Richarlison. He's a funny... Kaleveski's going to go back because he's only on loan. Richarlison's a funny player because I don't know really where I want to play him. He's not really a winger. Such 11 crossing. We do like to cross on this tactic. Up front as a striker, it's good. But I've got Ivan Toney and Harry Kane up front. So as long as he doesn't mind being back up, we're fine. So let's run through it. Oh yeah, definitely need a goalkeeper. Fraser Forster was already been sold. I've done that a few months ago. Hugo Lloris, he's just past it. He's gonna go. So I need a good goalkeeper and a youngster. I say a youngster because I just don't want 2 really good goalkeepers. Then they keep getting unhappy and trying to find out which one's the best one. So a really good first choice goalkeeper and a really good youngster for the future. That is the plan there. Don't need a left back. A centre back, Lenglet is going back. He's only on loan. A centre back, a right back, and maybe a central midfielder to really push Basuma and Bentancur in the box to box. The ball and midfielder, they're both fine playing there, but more of an attacking, a box to box central midfielder I think I need as well. And like I say, a right winger. I think I'm happy on the left. And I think I'm happy with the strikers as well, because Son can play up front and Richarlison can play up front. So you know what I'm after. If that happens, what money we got? I think I've already said we've got 70 million. I'm going to sell a lot of players as well. So I think we're going to get a lot of money in. So let's get to the beginning of the season and the transfers that come in and the transfers that come out. So the first one in is Alexander Bale. We need a goalkeeper. We've got one. He's a very good keeper. Not a bad price as well. 18.75 million. Could raise a bit more of the add-ons. Come from Bayern Munich. Been on loan at Monaco. And it's not too bad. 17 clean sheets last season. That's okay. Also in, Nikolai Milinkovic. A very good central defender. I've had him before in FM23. He's massive. He's 6'5". He's strong. Good jumping reach. Good heading. Good tackling. Good marking. Good pace. Good stamina. Good work rate. Very, very good. And 22 million. And he come from Fiorentina. And we got also in, we got a very young keeper, Dogan Alamanda. I do apologise. Just to sit on the bench, just to be happy to sit on the bench. And if he's needed, he's not too bad. And he had a lot more potential when I first signed him, but he is going to be our backup. Also in, Brandon Williams to play backup for Royale. And he's a very, very good backup right back. And he didn't cost too much either, 10.5 million. What I don't want, I'm more worried about dynamics. I want players, if they're going to come in and play backup, they're happy to play backup. And he is. Also in, Bendia from Aston Villa, also to play backup to cover Kingsley Coman when he can't play. Richarlison's good, but he's no winger, and Buendia has got some good crossing, some good corners, some good dribbling, all around, some good flair as well. He's actually a decent player. He's actually a really decent player, and 13.75 million is not a bad price. Last player in, Enzo Fernandez from Bayern Munich, and he cost me a pretty penny. But he's valued now at 110 to 124 million. He's got 8 caps for Argentina. He can't been Benfica, and he cost me 42 million. It's a lot of money. I did want a more attacking central midfielder, and now I've got him. The players gone out are Joe Rodon for 9.5 million. I'm just doing it on the right hand side now. We already knew about Fraser Foster for 8.25 million. Perisic went out for 2.7 million. Lloris went for 3 million. Davison Sanchez went for 14.75 million. I've made a little bit of money. Reguilon, 8.5 million. Lo Celso, 13 million. If I keep going down, who else? Ben Davis to Benfica for 15.25 million. I think they've overspent there. And Spence for 9 million. I don't know if you can see it. I'll bring it up. Went for 9 million. All in all, I've still got a lot of money to spend, 48 million. But I think I'm happy. I'm happy with the squad so far. I might go to January, and then I'll be able to figure out where this team is weak. But at this moment in time, let's bring up the tactic. If I bring up the tactic, this is the team we're going to be putting out to play the Community Shield. Let's bring up the squad. Getting a bit too ahead of myself. It's a very, very good squad. Scarlett, the youngster, he's going to be in the mix this season. I'm leaving in the first team. Got Ivan Toney, Richarlison, Harry Kane's son, Koeman, Brian Gill. Trying to still get rid of them. Dembele, Skip, Holberg, Fernandez, Bentancur, Basuma, Destiny, the left back, Session. I've gone through all of the players. Brian Williams, Royale, Hernandez, Milinkovic, Dyer, Tanganga. I'm not too sure. Maybe I should sell him now. Romero, Nabal, and the youngster keeper from Turkey. So it's a very good squad all round. Every position's covered for this tactic. This is a very good lot of players. If I look at Club Vision, let's look at Club Vision. Board feedback, B+. To summarise the board, I'm very pleased with the overall leadership of the team. Last season's success remains fresh in their memories. Not surprised, we won the Carabao Cup and the Premier League. Our praise of your current performance takes that fully into account. Attacking football, they're pleased. Play possession football, delighted. Develop players using the youth system, delighted. Do not sign players over the age of 30, delighted. Sign players under the age of 23 for the first team. That is really... I've signed some youngsters, but they are to sit on the bench, not for the first team. So I do need to work on that. Playing standing football, they're going to reserve judgment. Highlights-wise, they're happy with Enzo Fernandez. They're happy with the club atmosphere in the changing room. They're delighted with the finances of the sale of Muir. Can't even remember selling this guy. It's not even 26.5k. They're happy about that. They're very disappointed in the finance involved to sell Lo Celso. They're very disappointed in the signing of the Turkish young goalkeeper. And they're unhappy with the finances to sell Davison Sanchez. But the supporters, B+ as well, they're all pleased. They're pleased with the departure of some of the youngsters, and they're pleased with the sign of Enzo Fernandez. Just like the board, they're very disappointed with the sale of Hugo Lloris. They're very disappointed in the sale of Ben Davis. And they're very disappointed in the sale of Lo Celso. All in all good. They want us to qualify for the Europa League. It's all about the Champions League. But like I said, we are playing in the Community Shield today, and it is Brighton. So Brighton won the FA Cup. We could have won that. We should have won that. And then it's a tough game against Man City next, which is going to be very interesting. Hopefully. So let's see if they're any better this season. Right, this is the tactic. Who's missing out? Son, Holberg are injured. Am I happy with the bench? I think I am. I'm just looking. I should have had all this prepared, but I'm not. I am happy. Gill's going to play on the left. Koeman on the right. Fernandez is getting a start today. Benzema, Hernandez, Romero, Milinkovic, Royale, Nabal, Toney and Kane up front. Done that completely the wrong sort of order, but there you go. Right, let's get to this game against Brighton. Like I say, they won the FA Cup. I don't know where they finished in the league. I know they didn't finish in the top 7 because I think 7th place was Southampton. The team is looking stronger. A bit weak on the left-hand side today because no Son. And but we have Brian Gill come back from loan, which I'm pleased. He's a proper left winger. So I'm looking forward to see how good he can be on the left. And I'm looking forward to see how good Fernandes is. That's another one. Strong midfield. And then Trossard up front. That's the main player we should worry about. Say that McAllister's quite a nifty player as well. So let's get to it. Let's hopefully we can start this season winning the Community Shield. I was going to say lifting the trophy. It's more of a plate. Lifting the big plate. Let's throw some encouragement straight away to the lads. Get out there. And yeah, so far, nothing. So far, nothing. So far, nothing. Nothing's really happening. A lot of shots on target. I've got a load of content. I might as well talk about my content. Got loads of content coming. Wonder Kids. Also, Tony. So it could be a good first highlight if we just make this count. Come on. Milinkovic brings the ball forward. Pass out to left-hand side. Hernandez. We're so strong on the left-hand side. I've got to get that youngster in as well. Destiny on the left-hand side. But like I say, I've got so much content coming. Wonder Kids. The tactic testing league's coming back soon when the full game's released on 8th of November. Out on the left-hand side, got some experiments coming. Tony, back to Hernandez. Gil. Enzo, first real look at him. Shot, keeper pushes it over the bar. Short one, or is he going to cross it in near post? Royale goes for them. Keeper comes out and just picks it out of the air. And a lot of shots. And we've only seen one highlight. We need to make this count. Going into half time. A little bit disappointed. Only the fact is that we're not 1-0 up. That's all I'm disappointed about. Because we're looking good. Just need to show it on the scoreline. AKA 1 or 2-0. Yeah, so I've got a lot of content coming. What highlight was that? So nearly a goal. So please stay tuned. And yeah, and then we've got my Tony. Good work. Good work until the finish. And I've got my non-league and beyond coming soon. Weymouth, which I'm also looking forward to. This time, good corner by Royale. But defender, I think it was, well, I don't think it was a defender. I think it was Tony. Couldn't get to it. Another corner. Gill. Ooh, Milinkovic coming close that side. Making a good, the Brighton keeper making a very good save. It's another corner. Kane hits the post. Basuma tries to get the ball, but it goes out for a throw-in. We're so close. 20 shots, 9 on target. We are so close. Can we put it into the back of the net? Should think about making a sub. It's the 71st minute. I've not even thought about it. Tony again. Kane. Brighton just giving it to us. Making too many mistakes. And this time we do capitalise. Tony should have done last time. This time we do. Skip that. Praise. Brighton not really had a single chance. Except, I was going to say except now, but no, still looking good. Tony. Kane. I'm going to like to see a full season of Tony and Kane up front. How that'll go. And if Tony can do as good as Kane up there, because Kane done really well last season. Only finished second. Brian Gill, well done, mate. Only finished second to Haaland in the top scorer in the league. 2-0 up, 76 minutes on the clock. Don't see Brighton getting into this. So we got Man City next. Let's make a few changes. Let's rest some players up. Let's bring Richarlison on, bring Harry Kane off. Also, Kingsley Coman. Give some players their debut as well. The youngster goalkeeper, I was going to bring him on. Left back. Give him his debut. Anyone else? And let's bring Bentancur on and push Basuma up on the box-to-box. That sounds good to me. And let's resume it. Gill, Brian Gill. Has a go. Unlucky crossbar. 10 minutes to go. It's looked very, very comfortable today, which I'm pleased about. I'm looking forward to this season. I'm really, really looking forward to it. Is this team strong enough to win the Champions League? it's a really, really good squad. That's all I'm going to say. It's a really, really good squad. Good enough to win the Champions League. We've still got 48 million to spend. Nearly 3-0. So I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure it's good enough to win the Champions League, but I'm going to try my best. We've got the Carabao Cup, we've got the Premier League. I wouldn't mind an FA Cup as well. 2-1 would have been very, very flattering on them. Should have been about 5-0. Yeah, so definitely want to try and win the FA Cup. Want to add that to it, and also the Champions League. Champions League being the main one. Second season in, good transfer window, good win in the Charity Shield. Like I say, I'm really looking forward to it. And it won't be till January till I really know where we're weak. Is Ivan Toney going to live up to what I hope he can? Scoring the same amount of goals as Harry Kane scores? Hopefully he will. Very pleased you did it. Go out and celebrate. But don't celebrate too much, because we've got a big, big game against Man City coming up next. 7 days' time. Right, thank you so much for watching. Start of the season's going very, very good. Friendlies went all well. Not that I actually played them. I left the assistant manager to play friendlies. But the Community Shield, first game of the season against Brighton with this new team. Very good. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.